What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Here we're going to take a quick look today at the QF 3.7 RAM 5.0, ranked 3 in the British tree. Now this is not a premium, but it is the first of the 2 Operation Frost vehicles, as you all know. And I just want to get one thing out of the way very quickly and just tell you, or the question, is this vehicle worth the grind? If you are a collector, if you're someone who absolutely has to have all the vehicles, then yes, it's worth the grind for you. Anybody outside of that, then no, this vehicle is not worth the grind. Is it nice to have in the British tree? Yes, because if you look at their tree at 5.0, outside of, say, the Firefly, the Comet, and maybe the Challenger, they really don't have a lot in that range, right? And so the Ram is just an extra vehicle that it allows you to get something different in the lineup, and it, in that way, it works. But really, that is the only way that it truly is consistent. It's also very map dependent. So when we're talking about whether or not this vehicle works in a lineup, it can work in a lineup, but you're not going to take it out on every single map. There's certain maps that this vehicle will work in, and then others you will be like, okay, I'm not going to take the Ram because I'm just going to get myself killed, right off the bat. And that's because of a few things, or just the way this vehicle, the tank works, and we'll get into that in just a second. So all in all, I think Gaijin did good and bad with this vehicle. First of all, this vehicle should have been just a regular tree vehicle, period. This vehicle is not worth the grind to put at just a once and done vehicle, because a lot of people, if they miss it, they will not be able to get this vehicle. This should just be a regular tree vehicle, and it should sit in the tank destroyer lineup, the same as the Archer and things like that. So in that mold, it's a failure on Gaijin's part to really give this vehicle. This is not a premium vehicle, just put it that way. There's absolutely nothing unique about this vehicle that makes you want to grind this vehicle. Now the Merkava, we'll see. We'll see how the Merkava turns out. One good thing though is that it comes fully spaded, so you don't have to worry about spading anything. So that's a thing. And I don't think the Merkava is actually going to come fully spaded, because my US Merkava is still not completely spaded. Alright, so let's just talk about this vehicle and how I like to play this vehicle, and we'll get into a couple of the videos that I did where I thought was, the map that I was on was actually probably one of the best maps for this vehicle to be played in. Alright, so you pretty much get a really nice gun. That's one of the best things about this tank, is the 94mm OQF cannon. It has a round, the AP round, solid shot with 192mm of pin at 500 meters and 180 at 1000 meters. That's really good for 5.0. okay, if you can keep this vehicle down into 5.0 and not get it up to here too much, that's a good thing. Though if you look at the armor viewer, which is not at all reliable, this is the Panther D. So we're going to go into the armor protection analysis, and we're going to go to Britain, and then we'll go rank 3, and we have the QF RAM at 500 meters. Alright, let's look. It's saying that you can pin the upper front plate of the Panther D. Now, I'm gonna say that the protection analysis is not always accurate, because there's been a couple of times where I've tried to actually pin a Panther D from closer range, or even around 500 meters, and it didn't pin, it bounced. So you have to be very careful about the protection analysis, even though it's 192mm of pin, which is pretty good at, like I said, at 5.0. Another good thing about this vehicle is the vertical guidance of 80 degrees. There will be times where you will not be able to get your gun down because it has only -5 on the depression, but if you can get yourself on an incline and maintain a pretty reasonable hold down position, you can actually lift the gun to a firing position. So it doesn't always have to be a depression when you're trying to get hold down. 7.6 second reload rate is about average for this BR. Most 7.6 for the Shermans. The American Shermans are sitting right around 7.6. I think some of them, one of them is like 6.8. So it's pretty average for this this BR, which is pretty good. You still you have a pretty good gun, pretty punchy, and it has a really good, or I'm sorry, an average reload rate, the same as his contemporaries. You get a crew of 7, so even though it's easily taken out by machine gun fire, sometimes when you do get hit by a tank, your transmission is going to take the brunt of the shot, and one of these two guys will take it, or one of these guys, and so you're not always one shot, though. When you are coming against anti-air like Ostwinds and things like that, they can take you out pretty quickly, and also aircraft will take you out pretty quickly from the top. Now 24.9 mile per hour speed, you can actually get up to 24 miles per hour pretty quickly. I've done it. That's about all you're going to see. You're not going to get over that unless you're going downhill. Even going downhill, this thing wouldn't go over 24, so I don't know what that's all about. But this is one of the few vehicles on the game where without trying, or without just a long I only want to say just a long way to drive, you can actually get to 24 miles per hour pretty quickly. So one of the things I want to talk about really quickly is the bino view. So when you're in the commander's view, so this is the commander right here, but apparently the way Gaijin has it modeled is when you're in the bino view, this is the guy, the loader back here is actually the one that's looking through the binos. So you're going to look at the top of this guy's head, this guy's going to be facing you, you're going to see him, and then you're also going to see the other gunner, and you're also going to see the top of the gun shield, which is really weird. So you have to get used to that, and I found that the best way to get around that is to angle this vehicle about 45 degrees, or give it a direct 90-degree angle to where you're shooting. So for instance, if you're shooting off in this direction, you want the vehicle this way, and then you want the cannon facing directly that way. You want it 90 degrees off of center, and that way you won't have no obstructions to the quote unquote the commander's view. Maybe that's something, a bug report that maybe we can put in and get that fixed, because that is definitely not, this is definitely not the commander. This is the commander right here. But when you look through your binos, you see this guy and this guy, which you should probably only be seeing in this guy. Realistically, you won't want to be seeing either one of those. You want to be looking over the top here, but that's the way Gaijin has it modeled. Also, one other thing to note is this vehicle, the cannon will only traverse 90 degrees in either direction, so it will not traverse 180 degrees or 360 degrees. It will only go 90 degrees left or right, so you can be facing this way or this way, and you will only be able to get the cannon 90 degrees off center from either direction. So that's something you need to be aware of, and it's also very important for your positioning. That's really about it for this vehicle. Like I said, it's a solid vehicle if you can get it into a position where you can use the 94mm cannon. If you cannot, and that is on a lot of maps, it is a very meh vehicle, and I really don't believe it's worth the grind. It should have been in the main tree, but it is what it is. And hey, we'll get into a couple of battles and see if we can make it work. Alright?
I beg your pardon.
We could probably set up over here. That looks like that enemy team's gonna beat us to it. That's a VFW, I think. Yep, got our commander loader, horizontal. That is a Panther F, I believe. I don't know. Let's see. Something. Let's see if we can tag this guy. Oh, that's a Panther A. just a little bit. Got him. Got his commander. That's what I'm talking about. Let's make it back up a little bit. Where's the Waffy or the VFW? Come on, back it up just a little bit. Smoke needs to clear. Oh, got his vertical. There we go. Oh shoot, I lost mine. Ah, I missed. At least that M36 should be watching the right stack over there. I don't know. Ah, they're all smoked out. Oh, come on, dude. Watch out. Don't be that way. Now we're gonna go back up there. Tiger E's dead. I know there was a T-34 that went over there. Alright, Panther D's down. Let's get that Waffen trigger. If he gets us, man. Got him. Alright, that's it right there. Waffen VFW's down. Yes. Good, 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 good. That's what I wanted right there. Smoke too. I think he's dead though. Tiger 1. Alright, he's quiet for a second. Can we pull out? Oh. Bro. Got him. Got the Waff. Waffy. Oops. Back up. Oh, it's a T-44. Got a little trouble pinning that guy. There we go. Got him on the turret. There's a T-34 around here somewhere. Got him. IS-2. Alright. Come on. Oh, that tiger. He sees me. Got him. Oh, I'm dead. Leave me alone. Oh, that's a big bomb. Oh. Ooh, look at that. Nice. I would go out there and help you, but yeah, that's probably not a good idea. Go out there and all that rubble just falling. Too low or too high. Oh, he backed up a little bit. Alright. Man, they have a lot of guys left. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm dead. Alright, I know. Got his engine. He doesn't see me yet. Alright. Loader's down. Right here. This should be the kill shot right here. Come on. Got him. Alright, T-34 down. There's a Panzer sitting right there. Oh, there's a Panzer. Oh my gosh. Okay, they're off. So, the Tiger first. Alright, loader transmission track. Oh, Artie, I'm done for. Oh, there we go. I have no idea what that is. 15 centimeter SIG, 33B SFL? SFL? I have no idea what that is. Somebody tell me what that is. Alright. Alright, I think that Panther's dead. Where's that Tiger at? That's the Panther firing at me right now. Let's just get this guy right here. Got his transmission, so he's out for a second. Alright, here we go. That's him right there. Too low, too high. Right here. Got his cannon barrel at least. Next shot should be the kill shot right here. Oh, there's somebody behind him too. Alright, T-34 down. I can't tell who's behind the T-34. Oh. Alright, let's back up a little bit. Oh, I can't back up. Panther got me. Alright. Up here, right here. This is our spot right here for now. Anyway. I'm not saying anything yet. Well, no, that's not true. Oh man, I missed that guy right there. Don't really want to let him know I'm here just yet. Too low. Alright, move it over just a little bit. This next shot should be on the money. Should be on the money. Got him. There we go. That's what I wanted right there. It was a very small match. If he comes back out, we'll get him. Loader. I think he still doesn't know who's shooting at him. Oh, are you kidding me? That one didn't pin? There we go. He's gonna have to leave that spot or else he's gonna die. Did that one just not disappear into the ether? There we go. Alright, Cheeto down. Alright, Chiri down. Yeah, he probably wasn't expecting that. That pretty much is everything. It's this guy right here. Alright, KB1 down. That's about it, right? Alright, can we move out? Yeah, I think we can move out now. Whoa, 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 what's that? Alright. Let's move out a little bit. Let's see what we got. Right there. Oh, somebody got to him before I did. There's somebody right there in front of us. Come on, guys. We need to go get A and B. Super small match. Do it by attrition then. Alright, force him back in. We need to get back into cover too. Alright, KB1 dead. Good, good. That's what we need right there. Somebody just, you know what, let's just take the shot. I have no idea who just shot at me. Come on, back up, back up, back up. Oh, somebody's in an aircraft. Okay. He's probably pretty pissed right now. Move to a different spot. Oh, yeah. P-47 got me. So there you have it, basically the QF 3.7 RAM. Now, I played more battles than this, but most of them were like open field maps where I was easily taken out by aircraft and or a lot of times by machine gun fire. And I only put these two battles in because I just wanted to showcase the type of map that this tank really works on. The maps where you can actually get behind cover and actually have the entire tank itself covered by something like a building, and you're able to shoot through the windows, or you're able to just pull out very slightly and still maintain the cover where you can, because of how tall the vehicle is, you can still get the cannon over whatever debris or a building and be able to fire and still be able to maintain your guys in cover. But again, like I said, it's still very, very susceptible to aircraft fire. So it is what it is. It's like I said, it's a meh tank. You know, it's very situational, but if you can make it work, it can work. So yeah, that's basically the QF 3.7 RAM, guys. I'm gonna keep taking this bad boy out, try to get a lot better in it, and maybe have a couple more videos with it. All right, hope you enjoyed the video, and see you next one.